Good morning, everybody. This is the Radiant Robot. Today we're playing Technopolis 3, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So, last episode, we went through and we completed the dirt part of the tech tree. And today we're going to get started on hot stone. We've already made some stone yesterday, but I used it all making this catalog where we can spend the tech bucks that we get for completing all the various quests. And we can buy all kinds of things. But we're not going to worry too much about that right now. We're just going to get started on these quests. So we're going to have to make some more stone since we used it all. And then the next step is to make some smooth stone and some stone rods. So let's go ahead and start smelting this up. Alright, it looks like the stone has finished smelting up. Off camera, while that was happening, I went through and made all the other colored saplings using the stone cutter. You can just take regular oak saplings and putting them in here allows you to pick between all the different colors. And then I also started expanding our tree farm a little bit with all the different colors. So that's what I'm going to kind of be working on off camera. So yeah, so we got our smooth stone. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what's next. So we got our tech buck. So we're making some stone rods just out of the smooth stone. Pretty simple. Okay. And then some gears, which I think wooden gears we've already made, but I think we used it to make the hopper. Yeah. So let's go ahead. We have some wood with us. And let's see. How was this? I think it was in the corners. Perfect. And then the wooden gear with some stone around it. Nope, maybe not. Oh, just regular stone. Okay. Ooh, I did I used all my regular stone to make smooth stone, so I'll have to smelt some more up. So I will be right back. Okay, we got a little bit of stone. So let's go ahead and make that stone gear. Wrong stone. Bam, bam, bam. Stone rods and a wooden gear makes us a stone gear. Sweet. So now it looks like we have a couple of different options we can go. Upgrades for the clock, which we don't have yet. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. So we'll go ahead and ignore that for now. The simple machine frame and the flopper. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the simple machine frame. And we just need some wood, another wooden gear, and a stone gear. Or I guess we need two wooden gears, just like that. And then that gets us a simple machine frame. Awesome. And from here, now we can make the clock, which can be used to grow saplings and crops. Best upgrade for speed is percentage 3 and fix 2. So that must have to do with, yeah, these upgrades, but we'll worry about that in a second. For now, we'll just make the clock, which is pretty simple. Bam, gets us the clock, and I don't know if this needs to be like powered or anything. Looks like probably not. Um, hmm. So I guess I could have just, instead of making this fancy tree farm, which you can see I added a little bit more to, I guess I could just make a bunch of these, which I might end up doing. Actually, I might hold off on expanding this. The benefit of this though is it does look very pretty. So I might do it just for that sake. Um, but yeah, so it looks like that's growing pretty quickly too. Let's see what else we can do. Canola seeds, breaking tall or short grass. So I think we'll need to grab our bone meal. And looks like we got some seeds. got all kinds of seeds. Let's see, let's separate these out. So it looks like we got some pumpkin seeds, some industrial hemp seeds, some melon seeds, and some canola seeds. So that completes that quest. And then we can make canola by growing it. So let's go ahead and replace this. There we go, and that's going to grow. Same amount of time, interestingly enough. Let's see, let's go ahead and make the flopper while we're waiting. So we need a stone gear, some smooth stone, and so I need more sticks, some gear. We can make another. Oh, we're gonna need some stone rods again. Put the stone and a gear, and that should make us the flopper with some smooth stone and a stone gear. Hopper for transferring fluids. Sweet. And then now we can get the ambient water collector, which should get us our first bucket of water. So it looks like we're going to need quite a bit more stone. So I think I should start some of that up. I think looks like we're going through quite a bit of charcoal too. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make another couple furnaces as well. There we go. Awesome. And so let's just go ahead and let's see. 16 is a multiple of 8. And so we'll go ahead and make some charcoal and some smooth stone, and I'll be back in a second. All right, so while we're finishing up smelting the stone and the smooth stone, as well as just more charcoal, let's go ahead and finish this grid of colorful trees. And there we go. We got all the colorful trees planted. I didn't really put too much thought into where I placed colors. I did kind of try to keep similar colors separate, at least not next to each other, so we have kind of a more fun, chaotic look. But with that, let's check in on the status of this. We got all kinds of coal. We're just gonna probably just keep this in kind of a constant supply. I've been mining a bunch of these cyan logs. The sapling grower really makes it easy to just kind of pump out a few, uh, quite a few of these trees and just get quite a bit of wood just from just a couple seconds even of effort. But so we got some stone, we got some smooth stone. Let's dive back into this. Let's go ahead and make this ambient water collector. And I think I'm just gonna looks like we're going through quite a bit of these gears. So I think I'm just going to make quite a bit of them now so we don't have to worry about them later. All right, we have 2 of those with another simple machine frame and some smooth stone. And we need some wood. Let's go ahead and we'll just keep using the cyan. And let's see. Simple machine frame. some blocks and a flopper, and we now have an ambient water collector. And we'll just put that there for now. But most of this will probably end up getting moved eventually. I made this little bit of a nicer area. Kind of organized some of my stuff off camera. But we are collecting water now. Sweet. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. Let's make the wooden mesh, which is just looks pretty simple, just a bunch of sticks, and then a strainer will see all kinds of different meshes. Decor. I guess we have wooden meshes, so we can use the wooden ones, and then sticks, some logs, and another machine frame. And that. And let's see if I can remember. Let's see, we're gonna need another mesh. And then I think it was some sticks, logs, and the machine frame. And that's not it. Let's see. Alright, so it looked like the issue is that I was trying to use planks instead of some logs. So let's go ahead and fix that. And we got ourselves a strainer. So where it says it's going to require a source block of fluid above it to work, a flopper can place fluids in the world. And then we should start getting some clay from the strainer. So let me go ahead and get that set up and I'll be right back. Alright, so let's go ahead and set the strainer up. I went ahead and got a bunch of magenta planks and expanded our area a little bit here. I'd like to incorporate all the different colors into all of the builds and expansion. I think it'll kind of create some life and definitely break up some of the cobblestone. But so it looks like I'm gonna set the strainer. I add a mesh item. Okay. And I think I just put the flopper down. Maybe like, ooh, probably not in it. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Let's break this and put the flopper in like that, and then go ahead and break those. And I'm just right-clicking those, turning them into gravel because I think that they're gonna get used. I'm gonna need some gravel anyways, and it mines a lot quicker. So let's put that back in there, and then let's set up the water collector, and we'll go ahead and come back in a second once that's filled up. Oh man, the water went everywhere. I was hoping it would stay contained inside of here, but I guess that doesn't really make as much sense, does it? Um, yeah, so I think maybe we can block that off. Maybe we'll see what that looks like. Um, we'll probably end up kind of making a line um, of these little strainers, but for now we're definitely going to need to block this off. So let's go ahead and place that. And I need a little bit more of this, and I'll probably switch this out at some point, probably pretty soon, but for now it will get the job done. I don't know that I love the magenta and the orange right next to each other, but at the very least we have a blocked area. No more water's coming out, and so hopefully this will just start straining. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so it looks like you put items into it. So like dirt will get us rocks, seeds, clay balls, and twigs. So let's go ahead and try that out. There we go. All right. So it looks like the wooden mesh has some durability, but we got some clay balls and some twigs. And went ahead and while I was waiting for this to fill up, I already got some leaves to make some more dirt. If I remember right, I think it was just like this. Yes. So that's good. So we can go ahead and put quite a bit of dirt in here. I don't have any current immediate uses for it other than just getting more rocks and twigs and stuff, but this we get that from this anyways. Well, with that done, I think that's going to conclude today's episode. We went ahead and made some good progress on the hot stone track, and we'll probably finish the rest of this up next episode. And I will see you guys then.